Jim Popp says Terry's calm demeanor and competitive fire were evident on one play during the 2000 Grey Cup game in Calgary. Here's a quote once again. In the fourth quarter, there was confusion on the down count by the referee after a penalty. He first indicated second down, then realized his mistake and indicated third down. Terry and the field goal unit calmly set up for a 47-yard attempt, which Terry promptly drilled through the uprights. He then turned to the Owls bench and pumped his fist, expressing his competitiveness in an outward way not often seen by those around him.
But you never saw him gnash his teeth. Terry has a tremendous amount of faith, and he always had this steadiness about him that it was almost like you know, he was going to go out and perform to the best of his ability, and things were going to lay where they laid. He was going to go out and swing his leg, much like a professional golfer goes out and under pressure swings the club comfortably. It stays relaxed, and you know, the cards fall where the cards fall. That's how he seemed to approach it, and really that's the only approach you can take as a kicker.
You know, Terry, how a toast sometimes turns into a roast? Here we go. Anthony Calvillo, once again, Terry's roommate during some of their time with the Alouettes. He talks now of another side of Terry Baker.
I can't just remember one particular story, but I know he was always on me about eating. Early in my career, I had a problem eating food the day of the game. I would just try to force stuff down. And he would always bring me little snacks, bring me water, because he knew that I needed some energy. But one thing about Terry, he loved his desserts. Desserts is something he just could not stay away from, and he knows it too. You know it too, Terry.
You'll have rebuttal time in a moment here. Terry Baker, a quiet leader, a man who scored 2,126 points in the CFL, who kicked 454 field goals, many in key situations, a man who averaged 60 yards on each kickoff, 31 yards on each field goal, with the longest a career high of 53 yards. He punted 2,031 times for an average of 43 yards, with the longest being a remarkable 94-yard punt. Was that one into the wind, by the way? No, I don't think so. Terry is now living back in Bridgewater, raising 3 daughters with wife Krista, running a gift shop in Lunenburg, and assisting at coaching the St. Mary's University Huskies. And we have to finish this soon because Terry has a plane to catch for Concordia tomorrow as the Huskies play the Stingers. As we introduce the newest member of the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame, please stand up, Mr. Terry Baker. Presenting the plaque is Doug Bloom of Maritime Northeast Pipeline, and the pin presenter is Steve Crane, a former teammate with the Acadia Axemen and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. You tried to sneak away. This is going to be on all night, right? I don't have to turn this on and off, I don't think, right? Perfect, guys. Do you want to first rebut the comments of your former roommate Calvillo about the desserts?
Yes, it was he who liked desserts, not me. Well, he was always mad because I could always eat more than him, but it was always him that always found room for dessert.
You know, we did those clips last week at the Alouettes Saskatchewan Roughriders game, and when Calvillo sat down, we were talking about the game, but when he heard that you were going in, his face just lit right up. You and he are pretty good buddies, aren't you?
Yeah, we were. I was quite disappointed because when he became the starting quarterback, he got his own room. And so then I had to find a roommate, and I went through, you know, 3 or 4 roommates before I finally landed on one in Ben Cahoon. But, you know, I was liking the fact that he was the backup quarterback because I got the room with him.
Do you, I know we ran through a litany there of highlights and stats. Do you have one that even to this day sticks in your mind?
You know, I think the 42-yard field goal, you know, at the Grey Cup in 2002 stands out because that field was like playing on a hockey rink, and to be able to come through in a low-scoring game like that, where every point was going to be important, I think that was the one kick that I'll always remember.
Life in Lunenburg right now is pretty good, I assume?
Yeah, not too bad. We need more tourists, so come visit.
What about the Huskies tomorrow against Concordia? What do you expect?
Well, it should be a good football game. Concordia is a really good football team, and we started to really come on. And unfortunately, we lost probably a little bit of momentum because our game last week was canceled. It's been a weird year this year in the AUS, but hopefully we come out tomorrow and play up to what we're capable of and come out with a victory.
Well, we're glad you're still with the game and thrilled that you're in the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bruce.